Welcome back to Oops, I Traveled. When you think of Germany, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Maybe Oktoberfest. Giant pretzels. Beer. Sausages. Or maybe you picture a country full of history. But what if I told you that's only a tiny part of what Germany has to offer? Germany is one of Europe's most visited countries, yet it's also one of the most misunderstood. It's a place where you can explore futuristic cities one day, walk through medieval towns the next, hike mountains that look like they're straight out of a movie, and visit castles that inspired Disney. But here's the big question. Is Germany really worth visiting in 2026? Because while millions of tourists visit every year, there are plenty of things nobody tells you before you go. Germany can be more expensive than people expect. Some of the most famous attractions are packed with tourists. The weather changes constantly, and if you don't plan your trip properly, you could spend more time sitting on trains than actually enjoying the country. So today, we're talking about the good, the bad, and everything in between. We'll cover the best cities, the real cost of visiting, the food you absolutely need to try, hidden gems, common tourist mistakes, and at the end I'll tell you whether Germany deserves a place on your travel bucket list. And trust me, one destination completely surprised me, and it wasn't Berlin. So stick around because you might change your entire itinerary. Let's get started. The first thing you should know is that Germany is much bigger than most people think. Many travelers try to see the entire country in 1 week. Honestly, that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Germany isn't one destination. It almost feels like several different countries combined into one. The north has beaches and ports. The center is filled with castles and historic towns. The south has mountains, lakes, and picture-perfect villages. Every region feels different. Different food. Different traditions. Different architecture. Even different accents. That's one of the reasons Germany is such an amazing place to visit. Let's begin with Berlin. Berlin isn't the prettiest city in Germany. And that surprises a lot of people. If you're expecting colorful medieval streets everywhere, you might actually leave disappointed. But that's because Berlin isn't beautiful in the traditional sense. It's fascinating. The city tells stories everywhere you look. You can stand beside the remains of the Berlin Wall and imagine what life was like when an entire city was divided. You can visit the Brandenburg Gate, one of Germany's most famous landmarks. Walk through the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe. Explore Museum Island. Or simply wander through neighborhoods covered in colorful street art. Berlin feels alive. It's creative, modern, historic, and constantly changing. One thing I love about Berlin is that no two neighborhoods feel the same. Kreuzberg has an artistic atmosphere filled with cafes, murals, and international restaurants. Mitte is where you'll find many of the famous attractions. Prenzlauer Berg feels quieter and perfect for spending an afternoon walking around. Berlin also has one of the best food scenes in Europe. Of course you'll find traditional German food. But because it's such an international city, you can eat almost anything. In fact, many people believe the famous doner kebab sandwich was invented right here in Berlin. Now here's something people don't expect. Berlin is actually one of Germany's more affordable major cities. Hotels aren't cheap, but compared to places like Paris, London, or Zurich, your money often goes much further. Public transportation is excellent too. The subway, buses, trams, and trains connect almost every corner of the city. There's really no reason to rent a car. But here's the thing. Even though Berlin is fascinating, many travelers finish their trip saying it wasn't their favorite city in Germany. That's because Germany has somewhere even more magical waiting. Munich. If Berlin is Germany's modern side, Munich is the Germany most people imagine. Historic buildings. Traditional beer gardens. Beautiful churches. Public squares full of life. And the incredible Bavarian culture. The heart of Munich is Marienplatz. This square has been the center of the city for centuries. The new town hall towers over everyone with its incredible architecture, and several times a day crowds gather to watch the famous glockenspiel performance. It's one of those moments that reminds you just how much history surrounds you. Another thing you'll notice almost immediately is how clean Munich feels. The parks are beautiful. The streets are spotless. And everything seems incredibly organized. One place you absolutely shouldn't miss is the English Garden. It's one of the largest city parks in the world. People come here to bike, relax, picnic. And surprisingly, surf. Yes. Surf. Right in the middle of the city. The Eisbach River creates a permanent wave where experienced surfers ride all year long. It's something you never expect to see in Germany. Of course, we have to talk about Oktoberfest. It's the world's largest beer festival and attracts millions of visitors every year. Traditional music. Huge festival tents. Carnival rides. Pretzels bigger than your head. People dressed in traditional Bavarian clothing. The atmosphere is unforgettable. But here's the truth. If you're planning to visit during Oktoberfest, prepare to spend more money. Hotels become much more expensive. Flights sell out. Restaurants get crowded. And booking at the last minute is almost impossible. If Oktoberfest is on your bucket list, plan months ahead. Now let's talk about one of Germany's most famous places. Neuschwanstein Castle. You've probably seen photos of it before without even realizing it. Perched high above the forests with mountains behind it, this castle looks like something from a fairy tale. There's a reason people call it the Disney Castle. Its design actually inspired Sleeping Beauty Castle. Seeing it for the first time is one of those travel moments you never forget. But don't make the mistake many tourists make. Don't just arrive, take one picture, and leave. Spend time exploring the surrounding area. Walk to Marienbrück for the famous viewpoint. Take in the mountain scenery. Visit nearby Hohenschwangau Castle. The entire region is beautiful, not just the castle itself. From there, Germany becomes even more impressive. Head toward the Black Forest. This is one of the country's most magical regions. Dense forests. Tiny villages. Rolling hills. Traditional wooden houses. Scenic roads. It's easy to understand why so many fairy tales were inspired here. Instead of rushing between attractions, slow down. Visit waterfalls. Walk through peaceful villages. Stop at local bakeries. Drive through winding roads surrounded by endless trees. The Black Forest isn't about checking famous landmarks off your list. It's about enjoying the journey. One town worth visiting is Triberg. It's famous for its waterfalls and giant cuckoo clocks. Another beautiful stop is Lake Titisee. Whether you're visiting during summer or winter, the scenery is incredible. But Germany isn't only about landscapes. The food deserves its own spotlight. And trust me, it's much more than sausages. Yes, bratwurst is delicious, and you should definitely try one. But Germany has so much more to offer. One of the country's most popular meals is schnitzel. It's crispy, flavorful, and usually served with potatoes or salad. It's simple, but when it's made well, it's absolutely incredible. Then there's currywurst. It might sound like a strange combination at first. Sliced sausage covered in ketchup and curry powder? But somehow it works, and it's become one of Germany's most famous street foods, especially in Berlin. Of course, you can't visit Germany without trying a fresh pretzel. Forget the small ones from the grocery store. Traditional Bavarian pretzels are huge, soft, golden brown, and taste even better with a little butter or mustard. And if you have a sweet tooth, Germany won't disappoint. Black Forest cake, apple strudel, fresh pastries, and local bakeries are everywhere. If you happen to visit during Christmas market season, you'll also find roasted almonds, gingerbread, warm pastries, and hot chocolate almost everywhere you look. Now let's talk about the cost of visiting Germany. Many people assume it's either incredibly expensive or surprisingly cheap. The truth is, it's somewhere in the middle. Compared to Switzerland or Norway, Germany feels much more affordable. Compared to Portugal or Spain, it can definitely cost a little more. Your biggest expense will usually be your hotel. Cities like Munich are often more expensive than Berlin, especially during Oktoberfest or Christmas markets. But if you stay just outside the city center, you can often save quite a bit of money while still being close to public transportation. Speaking of transportation, Germany's train system is one of the easiest ways to travel around the country. The high-speed ICE trains connect major cities quickly and comfortably. Instead of spending hours driving, you can relax and enjoy the scenery. However, here's something many travel videos don't tell you. German trains aren't always perfectly on time. Yes, Germany has a reputation for efficiency, but delays do happen. If you're trying to catch a flight or another train, always leave yourself a little extra time. It'll save you a lot of stress. If you're thinking about renting a car, it's only really worth it if you plan on exploring smaller towns, mountain villages, or scenic countryside. Inside major cities, public transportation is so good that driving usually creates more problems than it solves. Now let's talk about some places that many tourists completely skip. Heidelberg is one of the most beautiful cities in Germany. Its castle overlooks the old town, colorful buildings line the streets, and walking across the old bridge at sunset feels like something out of a movie. Then there's Rothenburg ob der Tauber. If you've ever wanted to visit a real medieval town, this is it. Stone walls surround the city. Colorful houses line the streets. Church bells ring through the old town. It honestly feels like you've traveled back hundreds of years. Another incredible place is the Rhine Valley. Imagine castles sitting on top of hills, vineyards stretching across the landscape, and peaceful villages along the river. Taking a river cruise here is one of the most relaxing experiences you can have in Germany. If you love nature, don't miss Garmisch-Partenkirchen. Located near Germany's highest mountain, this town is surrounded by crystal-clear lakes, waterfalls, forests, and incredible hiking trails. The scenery is absolutely breathtaking. Now let's talk about safety. Overall, Germany is one of the safest countries in Europe for travelers. Like anywhere, you should still stay aware of your surroundings, especially in busy train stations or crowded tourist attractions where pickpocketing can happen. But for most visitors, Germany feels very safe. One thing that surprises many tourists is how seriously Germans follow rules. For example, people usually wait for the pedestrian light to turn green before crossing the street, even if there aren't any cars. At first it might seem funny, but after a few days you'll probably find yourself doing the exact same thing. Now let's talk about the biggest mistakes tourists make. The first mistake is trying to see everything. Germany is much larger than people expect. Trying to visit Berlin, Munich, the Black Forest, Neuschwanstein Castle, Cologne, Hamburg, Heidelberg, and the Rhine Valley all in 1 week is exhausting. Instead, choose 2 or 3 regions and really enjoy them. You'll create much better memories that way. The second mistake is only visiting the biggest cities. Germany's smaller towns are often the places people remember the most. Sometimes the best travel experiences happen in places you've never even heard of before. The third mistake is thinking Germany is only about history. Yes, Germany has an incredibly important history. But it's also full of modern cities, amazing festivals, beautiful lakes, incredible hiking, world-class museums, and some of Europe's most charming old towns. Finally, don't underestimate the weather. You might leave your hotel in sunshine and find yourself caught in the rain an hour later. Packing a light rain jacket is one of the smartest things you can do. So, is Germany really worth visiting in 2026? Absolutely. If you're looking for beautiful castles, amazing food, efficient transportation, charming villages, mountain landscapes, fascinating history, and cities that each have their own unique personality, Germany is one of the best destinations in Europe. One day you can explore Berlin's incredible history. The next, you're standing in front of a fairy tale castle. Then you're hiking through the Alps, relaxing beside a lake, or enjoying a warm pretzel in a small Bavarian town. Very few countries offer that much variety in a single trip. Germany isn't just about famous landmarks. It's about the little moments. Sitting in a beer garden on a warm evening. Walking through a Christmas market while snow begins to fall. Watching the sunset over the Rhine River. Getting lost in a medieval village. Those are the moments you'll remember long after your vacation ends. So if someone asked me whether Germany deserves a place on your travel bucket list in 2026, my answer would be yes. Without a doubt. If Germany is already on your bucket list, let me know in the comments what you're most excited to visit. And if you've already been to Germany, tell us your favorite city or hidden gem so everyone watching can discover even more amazing places. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Oops, I Traveled Again, and turn on notifications so you never miss another travel guide. Every week we're exploring another incredible destination and helping you decide where your next adventure should be. Thank you so much for watching. And until the next adventure.